Instead of unveiling a Forerunner 270 to pair with the flagship 970, Garmin surprised everyone by dropping the Forerunner 570, positioning it as the true successor to the 265 and adding even more confusion to the Forerunner lineup's numbering scheme. Now, if you've been holding off for sunnier days to grab a new running companion, you're probably wondering whether to stick with the well-loved Forerunner 265 or wait it out for the fresh-faced 570. So, in this video, we're putting both watches side by side to help you figure out which one deserves a spot on your wrist. First up, the design. That's where the most noticeable changes start to appear. The Garmin Forerunner 570 brings a more premium feel with its aluminum bezel, which is not just strong but also lightweight. It also boasts a larger 1.4-inch display with a 454 by 454 resolution, which might sound small on paper but makes a noticeable difference on the wrist. The thinner bezels make the watch look more modern. And while it's still not fully edge-to-edge because sports watches need some protection. Now, when we compare it to the Forerunner 265, the upgrades on the 570 stand out a bit more. The 265 still looks good and feels durable, but the polymer bezel doesn't quite match the sleekness of the aluminum on the 570. The display is slightly smaller at 1.3 inches with a lower resolution of 416 by 416. So everything looks just a bit sharper on the newer model. Size-wise, they're very similar. The 265 is available in 42 and 46 mm options, while the 570 comes in two sizes, 42 and 47 mm, so you can pick the one that fits your wrist best. But the newer model weighs slightly more at 50 grams compared to 47 grams, which isn't a big deal for most users. Let's take a closer look at what these two watches have to offer. The Garmin Forerunner 570 steps things up quite a bit. One of the biggest upgrades is the addition of a built-in speaker and microphone, which means you can take calls and send texts via voice commands. It also supports Bluetooth phone calling, voice assistant integration, and voice commands. Garmin also added new focus modes to help manage interruptions, which can come in handy during training or work. On the wellness side, there's a new skin temperature sensor for better sleep and female health tracking. Plus, with a new evening report feature to help wrap up your day. The Forerunner 570 goes further with multi-sport support too. You can now create custom multi-sport workouts, and Garmin's Triathlon Coach helps you prepare smarter for race day. In comparison, the Forerunner 265 keeps things a bit more basic. While it still performs well for runners and everyday athletes, it skips out on several of the newer, smarter features seen in the 570. For instance, there's no built-in speaker or mic. The range of activity profiles is more limited and doesn't include some of the newer or niche sports. You'll still get solid Garmin tracking and essential health insights, and the 265 is geared more toward core fitness tracking than deep multi-sport or lifestyle integration. So, if you want advanced customization, broader sport support, and smart features baked in, the Forerunner 570 clearly offers more. But if you're after a simpler setup focused on running and general wellness, the 265 might still hit the sweet spot. The Garmin Forerunner 570 offers up to 11 days in smartwatch mode and 18 hours with GPS only, dropping to 9 hours when music is playing. In SatIQ or All Systems GNSS with music, it still manages 8 hours, an upgrade from the 265. While the Forerunner 265 edges ahead in basic use, up to 13 days in smartwatch mode and 20 hours with GPS only, its performance dips with music and advanced GPS. So, the 570 pulls ahead when the workload increases. Now, let's look at how these two stack up in terms of price. The Forerunner 570 definitely brings some solid upgrades over the Forerunner 265, but those improvements do come at a cost. Priced at $550, it's launching at a full $100 more than what the 265 originally sold for. And in some cases, it's almost $200 more than the 265's current discounted prices. So, right off the bat, you're paying a noticeable premium. And from a hardware point of view, the biggest difference between the two seems to be the addition of a microphone and speaker on the Forerunner 570. But what are you actually getting for that extra money? Well, quite a bit. The 570 packs in more advanced sensors, including improved heart rate and GPS tracking, and also offers more robust support for triathlons and multisport activities. While the 265 still holds up well, it was actually launched at $450, but right now you can grab it for around $350. And that's a solid $100 off. If you've been eyeing a reliable GPS watch without spending top dollar, this might be the perfect time to grab one. With all the training features it packs in, getting it at this price feels like a pretty great deal, especially while it's on sale. So, which one would you like to choose? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.